If you're a stay-at-home mom, this video just might be the answer to your prayers. And the reason that I say that is because that is exactly what I have heard from other stay-at-home moms over the years as I have shared with them ways to make money online. Chances are that as a stay-at-home mom, you spend so much time taking care of others, and all you really want is some time for yourself, something that is solely yours, something that you can be really, really proud of, and a creative outlet. So today I'm going to share with you the number one side hustle and online income stream that I have found after my 12 years of working online full-time. Over the years, I have helped thousands of stay-at-home moms and even moms with jobs too to be able to make a side income on the internet, and some have even been able to go on and quit their jobs. And what I'm sharing with you today isn't a get-rich-quick scheme, and it's not something that requires you to spend all day long hustling on social media or recruiting other people or anything like that. It is a simple, fail-proof plan that will help you build a real business that can become an asset over time. And this is going to be done with small tasks, simple tasks done every single day that are going to compound into a very large result over time. And if you stick with this, it is what I like to call fail-proof, or almost fail-proof. And I say almost because some people won't stick with it, and some people won't commit to the small daily tasks with consistency that it takes to build this income stream. But if you're the kind of person that likes to do simple tasks every single day, then this is definitely for you. And what we're talking about today is print on demand, or POD for short. And there is really only 3 steps to this process and 3 action steps that you take every single day. I'm going to show you all of those action steps in today's video. And at the end of this video, I'm going to give you my best advice on how to succeed with this and even potentially turn this into a full-time income in the long run. So before we get started, I'm just going to let you know that down below I have linked all of my best resources for succeeding with print on demand. And this includes one of my favorite research tools called Sales Samurai, and also my free 7-day bootcamp that is going to walk you through this process in more depth over the next 7 days, so you know exactly what to do in order to get started. So I am so excited to welcome you to my community of other stay-at-home moms, moms with jobs, who are getting their side hustles on in their free time, creating something that they are really, really proud of, and building their very own print-on-demand business from home. So let's get to it. So let's quickly talk about what the 3 steps are, and then we're going to cover each one in more depth. Step number 1, we are going to do a little bit of research and discover what customers are actually purchasing on Etsy. Now, if you attempted to sell on Etsy before and you failed, it's probably not your fault because you didn't have a plan and you didn't understand exactly what to do in order to generate sales on this platform. But I can assure you, Etsy has millions of buyers on their platform ready to buy products from you, and you don't even have to stock the inventory yourself. So I'm going to show you how to quickly and easily find what Etsy customers are looking for. And then step number 2, we're going to model a t-shirt that we find over on Etsy with very simple text-based designs, and we're going to do that on a platform called Canva. And then step number 3, we are going to upload that design to a print website called Printify, where this company will actually print and ship your design on a t-shirt to a customer that you generate from Etsy. So you do not have to carry any inventory or ship any items yourself. Once you get the listing up on Etsy, Etsy can bring you organic traffic or visitors from their website to your store, and there is plenty of abundance when it comes to customers on Etsy. So let's hop over to the computer and let's dive into the very first step. Okay, so we are inside my research tool called Sale Samurai, and if you don't have this yet, I'm going to leave a link directly below where you can get a free trial to test this out. And if you do already have this, or if you want to just jump right in, there is a Black Friday special where you can literally get this for $39 for the next 6 months. And this tool has been extremely priceless in my business. And I'm just going to show you a quick, simple way to use this tool to find something that you can sell right now on Etsy that has buyers searching for it, and it's not super competitive with other sellers on Etsy. Because Etsy as a platform has all of the buyers that you need. You do not need friends, family. You do not need social media to build a business on Etsy. And I'm going to show you why. And that is because you're going to find the little pockets in Etsy where it's not super competitive, as I mentioned, but there are customers. So we are on this little search right here. We're on a basic search. I just typed in women's sweatshirt. Now there's a lot of really cool features with this tool to help you grow an Etsy store, but I'm just going to show you one simple method right now. So I typed in women's sweatshirt, I hit search, and we're going to scroll down, and it's going to give us some additional suggestions. We can click on page 2 and see some that are lower competition. So here's one that popped up, which is a very good, like smaller niche book sweatshirt women. So now what I'm going to do is just copy this and put this through the basic search and see if we can niche it down a little bit more. So back up at the top here, we're going to paste that in the box right there and hit search. Okay, so this popped up and it shows a search volume of 75 on Etsy. So that's how many customers are looking. There is a medium competition. This yellow right here means medium. Ideally, we want it to be green. So there's 21,000 other listings on Etsy for this keyword book sweatshirt. So let's go ahead and scroll down to the bottom and see what we can see. So down at the bottom, we can see some of the top listings on Etsy. This one has 20,000 views, and I'm just going to look at some of the keywords and select one. So this one has 3,000 views, and the first keyword in it says weekends, coffee, and my book. So let's go over to Etsy and actually look at this listing. So over on Etsy, we can see that this is a very, very simple sweatshirt. And if we look down here, we can see that actually 14 people have this in their carts right now. In general, you want to look for something maybe closer to 20. However, I would still give this a try because that's quite a lot of people that are interested in this. But now you know that you have a whole niche that you can actually look in, and that is book-related niche. There's a whole lot of women out here that just absolutely love books, and they want to reflect that on their clothing. Then I came back over to Sale Samurai and just typed in weekend coffee and my book. So this has a fairly lowish search volume, but has a low competition of 147. So to me, that is really interesting. And then we can look down here and it shows book lover gift. And I saw another one when I was looking earlier, book lover sweatshirt. So let me go ahead and type that in. And there we go. We have a green check mark with a book lover sweatshirt and a search volume of 19. And this also, so just book lovers in general gets 74,000 searches on Google, which Etsy also taps into Google traffic. So you can see now there are lots of good keywords that you can use in the title of your Etsy listing and in your tags to actually get found and fill these needs for customers on Etsy who are searching for these exact items. And then what you can do is come over to Canva, and all we're going to do is use a 3600 by 4800 size pixel template. And then we're going to go ahead and type in our inspiration text here. So we have our inspiration text right here, and then we're just going to put this all over to the left-hand side. And the more that you do this, it becomes super simple. Like the first time that you're watching this, if you've never seen it, it may feel like a lot of steps and complicated. However, once you dig into this and do it, it goes very, very fast. I can do a listing in like 5 minutes because I've done it so many times. Now we're just going to pick a new font with the drop down here. I'm going to just do something like this, Hertical Rough. And I don't want to copy them exactly. They had white writing on their shirt. I don't even want to do black writing. I want to stand out and be different from the competition on Etsy. So what I'm going to do is go over to Google and type in vintage color palette. And then we're going to select one of these, drag it to our desktop, then we're going to upload it to our template there so we can get the exact colors. Okay, so I uploaded this in here and added it to my template. And now what I'm going to do is when I go to select the color scheme here for my text, it's actually going to pull up the colors from this photo right here. So this is going to make it super simple for me to highlight these letters and literally just change the letters to a different color so that it will be totally different from our inspiration photo on Etsy. Okay, so we have something like this, and I decided that this one right here is a little too light, so I'm just going to highlight that, and then we are going to use this little tool here and just make it slightly darker. There we go, and I'm going to do that to every single one of these. Okay, and there we go. So I'm going to delete this color palette now and just make this a bit bigger, and then now we have a design that is similar, but it is totally different because it is a different font and it is totally different colors. And if you wanted to, you could change up the positioning of it. But regardless, this is super simple. You do not have to be an expert designer to do this. But now we have a unique design, and this should take you like less than 10 minutes. And then you can upload it to the printing site and they can print this and ship it for you. So let's move to the next step. So we're going to download this as a PNG with a transparent background. So now we are over on the printing site. We're going to click on the catalog. We're going to type in sweatshirt. Then you can see the best-selling sweatshirt right here, the Gildan 18,000. So we're going to click on this. And then down below, you're going to see all of the different print providers on this website. And what that means is you can select one like Monster Digital and do your designs. And if for some reason they are sold out of any color or any size, then you're going to be able to redirect that to a different print provider so that you always have items in stock to sell to your customers on Etsy. So now what we're going to do is click Start Designing. And then this is where you're going to upload the image that you just made in Canva and get it onto the sweatshirt, and all of the file requirements are going to be down here. So here we go. We have the design on the sweatshirt here, and we can make this a little bit bigger and adjust where we would like it. Make sure it's all centered up, and then we can also add different colors. Let's say we want it on black. Let's say we also want it on gray. This particular design doesn't look that good on gray, so we can do it on navy. And then we can preview what this will actually look like. So now you can see exactly what it will look like on a person, and if you want to make the design a bit smaller, you can. However, with printing, sometimes it does print just a little bit smaller, so I would just go ahead and leave it large like that. And if you decide that the spacing is a little much, which obviously it is here once we see it on the mock-up of the model, you can go back and adjust your design in Canva and bring the letters closer together. But if you're happy with your design, then you can go to Save Product. And this is where you would write your title. And this is where Sales Samurai comes in, because it helps you, as I mentioned, to research the keywords that you can use to get found on Etsy. And if you are a brand new store on Etsy, it is helpful for you to do lower competition keywords towards the front of your title. because this is probably the first thing that's going to pick up, but you can also put higher competition keywords towards the back, because as your store grows, then you can pick up on these higher competition keywords. So I would formulate my title like that. You could write a paragraph here about the sweatshirt, and it gives you a lot of the details here, and it even allows you to add a size table. And I usually add in that I have a no return policy or a no exchange policy, because I like to keep it simple like that, and that works well for me. And here is where you can edit your pricing. So when it comes to pricing, you're going to have your costs, and then you're going to have the price that you charge the customer, and then that's going to give you your profit. Now, Sales Samurai does have a profit calculator so that you can calculate all of the fees as well. But I already know what they are, so I'm going to type those in here. So the average price of a sweatshirt on Etsy is about $40. And you want to make sure that with the fees being factored in, that you're getting at least a $10 profit on sweatshirts. And I also like to run sales in my Etsy store regularly for 20% off. So I like to make sure that I have my sweatshirts priced accordingly so that I can still make a profit. Now, as you can see, some of the larger sizes are a couple dollars more. So then you can come in here and add an extra dollar to the larger sizes so that you still stay $10 or more profit in the 2XL and the 3XL. And then this is where you would connect your Etsy store. So you would connect it so that when you go to publish this, it publishes it straight from Printify over to Etsy. And then when customers order, it's going to be automatically transferred to this print site, printed, shipped for you, and automatically update your tracking number to your customer. This is a phenomenal business model. And one of the main keys for me to start getting a successful Etsy shop was coming in here inside of Sales Samurai, doing this research, finding the low competition items or keywords that customers are searching for. And then that lets me know that I too can get sales on Etsy. So I have helped tons of other stay-at-home moms do this process, and many of them start making sales within a couple weeks, right? Some people, it takes a lot longer than that. It depends on how tech savvy that you are and how easily you can navigate some of these websites, but it is really a very simple process that anybody can do with time. So if you want to put in the time and learn this, I encourage you to take your free trial of this tool or scoop up the Black Friday sale. Join my 7-day boot camp, and you too will be well on your way to having a rock and rolling print-on-demand store on Etsy. So the best way to approach this, whether you want to have a side hustle or turn this into a full-time income, is commit yourself to the daily tasks necessary over the next year's period of time. Where most people go wrong with trying to make money online is they will just give it a week or two or even a month or 90 days and they will quit before they have their breakthrough. Those who are successful making money online actually commit themselves to the process, and they understand the compound effect. And that is little actions that you put in every single day add up to large results over time. Also, most people fail to have a community around them because it's very easy to get discouraged and lose motivation when you're going at it alone. When you're surrounded with others who are either, quite a few steps ahead of you or those who are right on the same path as you, it's going to help you to stay encouraged and stay motivated and understand what it takes to be successful in the long run. So I encourage you to find a community, people that you can lock arms with and communicate with every single day. And I have a mastermind group with at least 100 or more stay-at-home moms, and some of them even have 2 sets of twins under the age of 6 years old. And it is super inspiring to see what they are accomplishing in their business while taking care of a family and all of the crazy things that come with juggling being a stay-at-home mom. So I am super excited for your success. Just dig right in, take the first step, right? You don't have to see every single piece of the puzzle to get started. You just have to get started. So your first action step is to join the 7-day free Etsy bootcamp that I have put together, and it's going to show you the initial getting started steps. And you can also join my Facebook community and connect with others on the same journey as you. And if you would like to see more before joining the bootcamp, I'm going to link my Etsy playlist here for you so you can learn more about this process and see if it's something that you're ready to commit to. So make it an amazing day, and I will see you in the next video.